With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three: Hamilton, Vettel and Charles Leclerc. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit, and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. And that gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. Now, Anthony Davidson, I wonder, might we be in for some early pit stops today from the midfield teams, all trying to put some pressure on or disrupting things for the leaders up front?
If you're in the middle of the pack, you got your own race to run, I don't think they're going to be thinking about causing trouble up front. However, closer to the head of the pack, don't be surprised to see some split strategies. If you're running second and third, for example, bringing one car in for an undercut while leaving the other one out there longer can put a lot of pressure on the leader and maybe force them into an error.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, the owner-driver, Lance Stroll and Sainz, Norris, Albon, Ricciardo and Valtteri Bottas, Perez, Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen and Ocon, Magnussen, Kvyat, they've taken a grid penalty, Jordan King and Roman Grosjean, Russell, Latifi, Verstappen and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. Now, it's almost time for Lights Out, so let's go down to the track.
The boss wants another points finish this weekend. Let's give it everything. Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap. No rain expected for the time being. The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights. variables. Stay focused. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Release, release. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. Safety car, safety car. No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Exit, exit now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Okay, clear. Okay, good work. Great. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tires. Great drive. We did it. Good job.
So after a day of mixed fortunes up and down the field, we bring today's race to a close. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. So, let's review the drivers' standings. This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Charles Leclerc showed exactly how to manage yourself out on the track today. He was almost flawless out there. Incredible stuff.
Let's move on to the constructors. Our championship leaders retain their position, but their lead is shrinking. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs. Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.